Hi everyone, and this video is to kind of my conclusions of 2017 to tell you what I've been up to, why I've been so much missing from the channel and the blog from time to time, and what I'm up to in 2018, what I want to do, what are my goals for 2018. So guys, in 2017 I've made sewing resolution, New Year resolution for sewing. And I've made kind of 3 sections there, and all of these 3 sections I looked at 3 points: what I want, what was stopping me, and what is my first step toward my goal, what first thing I can do to get closer to what I want. And this video is going to be pretty much similar, but I want to make kind of conclusions of 2017 while I'm talking about my goals for 2018. In 2017, the first section was called Dream Pattern, and my dream pattern for 2017 was ginger jeans, and I've sewn it. I've sewn it, and I'm so grateful for your help with top stitching. I managed it now. Kind of, I can do it on my sewing machine. It still doesn't like it much, but I can force it to kind of produce normal top stitching thing. And for 2018, I don't have a dream pattern because, well, I stopped buying sewing patterns. And the first section I'm going to call Dream Garment. And the dream garment for 2018 is going to be Chanel inspired cardigan jacket. Yes. And during 2017, I'm kind of getting further, but in 2017 I was learning and reading a lot about haute couture sewing, and the only book I think from like haute couture, possible haute couture books with really great content, the only book I didn't buy is this one, the cardigan jacket. I think it's kind of maybe the pressure, the popularity of this jacket, maybe because it is Chanel, I don't know, but something was stopping me. Maybe deep down in me I didn't believe I'm worth it or I'm capable of sewing it. There's kind of weird thing going on, but whatever is going on, I don't understand fully the problem. I'm going to make it, I'm going to sew it, and my first step is buy that book, read that book, and then start sewing, obviously. But first step is to buy the book. So my second section in 2017 was about the technique, what technique I want to learn. And I wanted to learn in 2017 haute couture. And thank you guys a lot for book suggestions, especially huge thanks to Paula, thank you so much. Your book suggestions and people who I can learn from, they made a huge change, because I just didn't spend the money in vain, although I bought several courses you didn't suggest me, and I didn't like them at all, but this I will tell you in the future, so if some of you guys want to learn, don't make the same mistakes. I will make the special video for it. But 2017 I've bought huge amount of books to learn haute couture. I've assisted several classes to learn haute couture, but the point is that I was only reading and watching classes and kind of checking out what I can buy online for like haute couture sewing. And I actually didn't practice haute couture. I mean, I practiced kind of maybe 2% of the whole things which I was from the whole thing, what I was learning, maybe 2% maximum I've been applying to the garments which I was sewing. But yeah guys, it wasn't enough. Definitely it is not enough. And I'm freaking thrilled to start actually applying all this knowledge which I was accumulating during 2017. I also shouldn't be so much harsh on myself, because in 2017 I didn't have much time to actually sew. There are a lot of life-changing situations, but I'm fine, everything is okay. And in 2019, the point number one is to apply haute couture to my sewing. To start actually sewing it, applying it as much as I can, as much as I want, because there are several things which I'm not okay with. But again, this is for for another video, guys. And another technique which I wanted to learn in 2017 was pattern making. It was kind of a dream thing. I wasn't sure I was able to do that. Alejandro was telling me during, like, since I started sewing, he was telling me, why are you buying those patterns? You can draft them, you can do it yourself. Because I was kind of doing that in knitting and crochet, but I haven't seen any kind of possibility for myself to do that in sewing. I was like seeing it so much complicated, and I actually decided to give him a chance, and better to say, to give myself a chance, and to believe in his words and try this for myself. I started learning pattern making in 2017, and again, lots of books, lots of courses, a huge amount. And in 2017, apart from learning what was happening to me with haute couture, with pattern making, I actually started applying it. I applied it mostly on Alejandro. I was drafting and sewing lots of things for him during 2017, not so much for myself, but for him I've made a lot, and I'm super happy about that. I decided to learn how to draft patterns. I can forget about so many things now which I thought were very important in sewing, and of course I don't need to think about buying sewing patterns anymore. And this is freaking amazing. The problem was that there are so many courses out there which teaches you how hard it is. They teach you how to draft patterns, but it is how freaking hard it is. You need to know so many things. It's like I graduated as an engineer from the university, and my final work was to make a draft of the building where it's kind of champagne factory building. And there we needed to like, there's so many details about where people work, where people eat, where people move, where things are happening, where is the factory, which are the sections, the separation, the stairs, the windows, I don't know, the doors. There were so many details. And I think that in pattern making, it is not as difficult as it is painted in the courses. I'm sure about that. It's not as difficult. Sometimes there is not enough information and you feel lost. Sometimes there is too much information. It's like, for example, pattern making for designers, for pattern makers, like professionally. Me as home sewist, I don't need to know pattern making professionally to draft my patterns at home. I can skip kind of half of the steps, if not more, from what they do professionally, for me to make it at home faster, more precise for my body, or for Alejandro, or you, for example, for some members of your family who behaves well. Yeah. And there are so many things which are possible to skip in order to make it easier. But anyway, guys, I'm getting too much excited, and I want to share with you the stuff which I've made, with stuff which I want to make, and how that is not difficult at all. And if you have a chance, you have some time, just learn it. You'll forget about pattern making, sewing patterns. And there's so much money saved on not buying sewing patterns. A lot. You can invest it in books, you can invest it in courses, you can invest it in fabrics, ton of stuff you can invest it in. But pattern making is easy, and if you have time, try it out. So for 2019, my goal is to keep on with pattern making, learn more stuff, not probably learn more stuff, practice more, sew more, and try to inspire you to try it out. Yes. What else? And the third section in 2017 was about what about my goal, what I want to do in sewing, what I want to have in sewing. And I wanted to have a handmade wardrobe. So like to wear that at least one of my clothes when I'm coming out from home somewhere, or even at home, like wearing handmade stuff at home too, and to have more and more garments on myself which are made by myself. And I've kind of reached this like maybe 90% of what I'm wearing is I've made myself. And yeah, in 2018 my kind of general sewing goal is, I think, to keep on making clothes by myself, to maybe to add more crocheted clothes, knitted clothes, sewn clothes, more structured garments. But from all of this, I also want to inspire you to do something similar, because it gives kind of different energy and fills you with really nice and good feelings during the day. It's kind of something special which you chose, which you've done, which you thought of, and I think it's really, really cool. Apart from that, you make it fit and you choose the color and the print and all this stuff, beautiful, amazing stuff about the fabrics. I want to try to inspire you that to have handmade wardrobe is very possible and it's really, really cool. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all your support during the 2017. It was a pretty difficult year for me, and let's see where we are going in 2018. I hope my dreams and my goals are reachable in this year, and share yours with me. If you're inspired of some specific goals, something, share them with me in the comments down below. And I really suggest you using kind of this approach of what you want, what was stopping you, and the first step you can make. It really gives this, you feel that you can move. Sometimes goal looks too huge and impossible to reach, and when you break it in simple points, it becomes way more reachable. And there's a few more things. On the blog there is a blacklist for home sewist and whitelist for home sewist, and the differences in whitelist, I put the fabric shops I like, sewing patterns I like to sew, and share your favorites there, companies or something like that, so people can kind of use it and get a really good experience, get good customer service, quality fabrics, something like that. And the blacklist is for those which I completely didn't like. Customer service was terrible, quality was bad, our buttons had huge errors. If you had kind of this experience, also share those in the comments for those posts, so other sewists will not pass through this kind of weird situations, weird feelings and all the stuff. I wanted to add that there will be not any more fabric shopping in Barcelona. There are a huge amount of reasons for that, and I took down those videos. Nobody threatened me to take them down, but there was too much of negativity, guys, and I'm really sorry for that. I'm really sorry to put so much negativity on you. I hope what I learned from that experience is, if I have met something really bad, what I don't like, what irritates me, and what I don't agree with, I should not go back there anymore, and I should just remove myself from that path. And this path was one of those paths was go to check out fabric shops in Barcelona. I wrote also a blog post, the links are down below, blog post about that, why I decided to close it. But the thing is, I'm really sorry I put you through negative stuff. I don't want to convert to those people who just don't see negative and that is everything pinky and nice and shiny. It's not, there are bad things in the world. That's why I created that blacklist for home sewist. So anything bad what's happened is just to put there, and if somebody wants to check out where you should not supposed to go to, just where you will not find good emotions, you can check it out there. So I will not be constantly telling you a lot of information. I will not be putting you through a lot of negative information. I'm really sorry I did that, and I want to create something really positive and moving this year, and with something which will inspire you and make you happy, make me happy. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what are your goals. If you made a video or something else, you can post it down below about your sewing goals, or you can just make a note about that. And wish you the best in 2018, and talk to you soon. Bye!